Why, hello there, everyone. Yours truly here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Muck About with Kerbal Space Program. Last episode, we created a decent proof of concept. We made it about halfway into space. In this episode, we're going to try to attempt a different method of going into space. For you see, we have realized that we do not necessarily need to fly horizontally. We can fly like the birds by creating what scientists are calling an aeroplane. Yeah, I'm going to attempt to create a horrible, horrible airplane. And it is going to be genuinely horrible. I have no aerodynamic capabilities outside of winglets and a fin. So, this is really less of an airplane and more of a lead balloon or a guided missile that will fly horizontally into the ground at terminal velocity, killing the pilot. And would you please attach correctly? I have no idea why it does that. Yeah, that should be a decent body length for this test craft. Even though the engine will make up about half of its size, which will completely fuck with the aerodynamicsness, most likely. I mean, for fuck's sake, we as Kerbals don't even have wheels. And I just realized I did not put something very critical to the potential survival of the person that will pilot this, which is disconcerting. It would have been pretty hilarious if I put this out on the field and it just utterly, failed. And I just realized that I did not bother to... Come on. I am not in my A game. I think it's because I'm dreading the effects of what I'm about to make. Yeah, I fully anticipate this to fall apart in the nuclear failure. Especially since the wings are not rotated in a way that will help with aerodynamicness. I will spin them to make them a little better. And there we go. We have tiny little winglets that may or may not fucking help. I doubt they will help. Especially since I don't have any yaw control yet. So for sake of sanity, we're going to actually put in a little bit of yaw control. I don't expect this to help at all, especially since I put two of them there, but who knows, maybe this will actually assist. And, I just realized this would help if I moved it, which will require me to. Yeah. Why are you trying to put this sideways? Don't do that. What the fuck are you trying to do? No, stop that. Actually, no, naughty. Go away. Try again. There we go. That should help. And the reason I had to move that is because, well, since I don't have wheels, I'm going to have to try something pretty damn... I'm not going to say intelligent, because that would require me to actually be intelligent, but clever, I would say. In the same sense that a mad genius is vaguely clever. And I'll need to re-rotate the wings again, particularly because they will not help me with my lift. This should help with lift. There we go. Now, my plan, which will totally not fucking work, is to use these boosters, not these ones, the little ones, to essentially serve as wheels for the fucking crazy train that I'm about to create. In fact, that might be the name of what I'll call this, the crazy train. Especially since I have to orient these first to be properly at the right angle. Because as is, this will not really help me lift off. And let's buff you up. And try to get you at the proper angle. And again, there we go. Because any difference in that will completely fuck with it. Oh god, no, I just realized that this will probably explode the wings just because they're a little too close. Fuck. I'm gonna need to move them back. Come on. There we go. This will have to do. Well, maybe... No, that would definitely not help, but it's really the best I can hope for. Because if I don't orient it that way, the wings will probably explode violently. Actually, what the fuck am I thinking? These front canisters will probably do the same thing. Yeah, I don't really expect the person who will pilot this to survive. I fully expect them to die in a violent explosion while screaming in utter agony. And with this, yeah, that's good enough, I guess. Alright, so let's come up with a name for this piece of shit. I think I have a really good name for it. The Dodo. Why a dodo? Dodos can't fucking fly. They're also extinct. This is a terrible idea. I fully expect that the pilot's last words will be... Oh, I spelled will right. Be... God is dead. As they explode into violent goo at terminal velocity. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's a pretty good description. And let's save this horribly mal-designed piece of shit, and let us get our pilot for this, who will be Valentina. The reason being is Jebediah has mostly only piloted rockets, and therefore is the lead pilot of the rocket program. Valentina, on the other hand, is also a pilot, and she's itching to actually show off that she is just as good a pilot as Jeb in this experimental device, which will definitely explode. I fully anticipate it. And losing Valentina. So, the die is cast. Let us cross the Rubicon and see how this piece of shit flies. Alright, let's make sure the staging is good. Let's make sure that nothing came off. And so far, shockingly, everything seems to be going well. Let's just quickly fire the engine. And, that actually surprisingly did well. Nope. No! Uh-oh! Okay, that went about as well as expected, and we just lost the head of the Aeronautics department. Because she's dead as shit. That was not terminal velocity, kids. That was beyond terminal velocity, as the rocket failed to detach properly. Because there was no momentum capable of moving it away. I would have had to strap like a fucking rocket to it to get it away from that, but that would probably have completely fucked with the balance of that plane even more. And there's really no chance for it to have probably worked. And with that, I lost my first Kerbal. It wasn't Jeb. It was Valentina. And just like the Soviet Union, I'm going to repress this. This never happened. Officially, she's dead. She died of an accident, like of a fire. But yeah, this never happened. This experiment never happened, and no one will ever know. No one will ever know. We are going to go back to the Space Center and ignore that this ever happened. We're going to shut down the fucking airstrip. No one will ever go there again. And we will now recruit a pilot to honor the late Valentina. But we will not give her her suit because it's too busy being exploded pieces of goo on the ground. Nah, instead what we will do is we will build a new rocket, or at least add to a specific rocket, and I will see you when I've made my additions to said rocket, because you're not going to see another construction.
2,000 years later.
Alright, and we're back, and I basically took the original Whirligig model, extended it a bit, and placed some solid boosters at the bottom. The reason I think this might work is because the reason that I think the other stuff rat chased was the cylinders being on top interfered with its aerodynamics. Although I'm still relatively uncertain of whether or not this will actually be the case. With a bit of luck, I should be able to make it fully into space. And even if it doesn't work in this configuration, I can always just take off these boosters and see how they handle just with the main tank, because I made it bigger. I might actually be able to do like a suborbital hop, if you will. And the crew will be Jebediah, as always, since he is our only pilot. So, with this in mind, let us launch. And ignore the thing that never happened, TM. I'm already thinking that this will go off well. I mean, how hard can rocket science be, after all? And with that, let's lift off. So far, it's not doing so well. Nope. Oh! I just... Well... Oh, and they're still going! They're still fucking going. Yeah. Oh, man, I really am the Soviet fucking space program. I just lost the equivalent of my Yuri Gagarin. Well, he didn't even make it fully into space, he just made it real fucking high up. I just lost the head of my fucking Rocketry team, too. At least my head pilot. Oh! I think I'm gonna leave it here, guys. Next time, I'm just gonna test it. No, actually, fuck it. I'm not leaving it here. I am angry now. We have lost 2 people. Both of them orange. We are going to get the dumbest person here, which seems to be you. Get over here. Alright. Now, this in mind, we're going to fucking modify what we made, because I refuse. I refuse. Also, I wrote a new description for Mark II of the Whirligig. It is hoped to not fly like that thing that never happened. It flew worse than that thing that never happened. That thing that never happened probably could have been salvageable if it wasn't for the fact that things essentially went tits up. Alright, let's see if this will fix it. This might actually help. I don't know. I don't know what equals stability or what. So, yeah. I'm also expecting that if I lower the wings and maybe boost the stability like so, this might actually help. Although, you know what, I'm going to keep the rotation, and this will be the Mark II-A. Mark II never happened. We airbrushed it out. You know, I'm now envisioning, like, Bill and Bob Kerman. Like, I'm just envisioning, like, have you ever seen one of those pictures of Joseph Stalin, where basically he looks sadder with each person removed from his entourage because he killed them? I'm envisioning that with Bill and Bob, where they just get progressively sadder. Oh, man. Okay, let's just test this base thing again. With luck, maybe I'll make it into a suborbital hop. I just realized I didn't set a person to pilot. Well, Bill, to commemorate the death of a heroic member of the Kerbalian Union, Jeb Kerman, who died in an unrelated incident, it never happened, you will be piloting this piece of shit to space. And after this horrible train wreck series, I think I'm going to do some testing off screen, because, yeah, I'm never going to make it to the fucking goal of Eve, let alone the Mun. Now, how do I boost my, how do I fucking boost my thrust? I don't know. Oh. Can I, stop. No, please don't do that. Please don't do that. Please stop. Please stop orienting that way. Oh, no. Fucking quit. Why are you going this way? Why? I learned my yaw controls. Why are you doing this to me? Fucking piece of shit. Is it because of all that extra shit? I can't even remember how to properly boost my fuel. How do I raise my thrust? Is it the minus? Well, it doesn't matter, because we're going down. What? Bill? Bill? Get out of there. Do you have any last words, Bill? Nah, you don't need last words. Your face says it all. I'm sorry, Bill. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that was a catastrophic fucking failure. And with that in mind, yours truly is definitely going to sign off. I just lost 3/4 of my original team, and actually at this point, in a real program, I would have been fired for my sheer incompetence. I really would. I would be fucking shoved into a gulag or basically treated as a monster, depending on which space program. I think, what was it, Bill? Was he the scientist or was he an engineer? It doesn't fucking matter. He's dead as shit. He just crashed into the fucking planet at orbital velocity. Not orbital. If it was orbital, he would have been dead long before. He crashed at terminal. So, yeah, with that in mind, yours truly signing off. Have a great day, everyone. At least have a better day than Bill, fucking Jeb, and Valentina later.